Hi besties! It's the Teen Tutor back again with a math video. Today we're going to look at the simplest part of algebra, and that is simultaneous equation. So this is specifically for grade 11 and grade 12. So with all that being said, let's just get right into it. Okay, so as I've said, we're going to look at simultaneous equation, and I'm going to make it simple. As you know, here we're making math inside simple, so I'm going to make it simple for you guys. So the first thing first that I want you guys to master is being able to understand that when you are dealing with simultaneous equation, it's all about solving x and y at the same time, or any two variables at the same time. So you need to know how to determine the third equation, as this is really important, because if you don't know and you don't understand how to find the third equation, it's going to be hard for you and it's gonna take you time. It's gonna take your time, not take your time. Take your time. Anyways, so now finding the third equation, I've written the steps here. These are the steps. You need to make x and y the subject of the formula, but you don't know which x and which y to make the subject of the formula. So that's why I said you need to choose the one with the smallest exponent and the one with the smallest coefficient. So coefficient is a number before a variable or a x or y. Okay, so you need to make sure that you master these two steps, guys. Sometimes you might be given the third equation and there's no need for you to find it, but in most cases you need to firstly find the third equation. So that's why I wrote these steps. Okay, so let's look at this example. So the question says, so for x and y, we're given x plus 6 is equals to y, and x squared plus 2xy equals to 3y squared. So I told you that we need to firstly find the third equation. And how do we determine the third equation? We need to make x or y the subject of the formula. Now let us make x or y the subject of the formula. Which one am I going to use? I told you that you need to find the one with the smallest exponent and the smallest coefficient. So let us look at the one with the smallest exponent. So we have this x here, and we also have this x and this y here. They have the smallest exponent, but which one have the smallest coefficient? It is this one. Sorry for making it ugly, but it's that one. So that means that we're going to use that x and make it a subject of the formula. Simple as that. Now it's going to be, I'm going to make sure that I remove every one on this, any other one on this other side that I don't really need. So I don't need 6, which means that I'm going to take this 6 to this other side. And remember, when it jumps the equal sign, it's immediately going to change the sign. It's positive 6, so it's going to be negative 6. So it's going to be x, it's equals to y minus 6. Simple as that. That is your third equation. You see how simple it is? You see how simple it is? Okay, so that means that is your third equation. So let's just name our equation. This is equation number 1, and that is equation number 2. So we have finally found the third equation. So this is our third equation. So what you're going to do now is that you're going to substitute the third equation on the second equation. This, what I'm going to write now, is really important. So this is really important. And B, do not substitute that equation. Remember, this equation or the third equation, I formed it from the first equation. So you are not going back to the first equation. Okay, let me just repeat that. I feel like it's better to just say rather than writing, because I'm going to write wrong English. Anyways, so I said you are not going to go back to that equation that you used to form or to make the third equation, which means that I'm not going back to the first equation. No matter how stranded I am, you're not gonna go back. Okay, so that means that I'm done with the first equation. That's why I just did the 2 ticks. Okay, so I didn't do anything with the second equation, so I'm going to use the second equation. How so? I'm going to substitute the third equation into the second equation. So that means that where there is x, where there is x, I'm going to put y minus 6 on my second equation. Let me just show you guys what I'm actually trying to say. this mean or say what I'm trying to say? Okay, so as I've said, on the third equation, x equals to y minus 6. So where there is x, I'm just going to put y minus 6. But first thing first, let's just leave blank space where there is x. So it's going to be, I'm just using the second equation. So I'm just gonna make the bracket squared plus 2, and then I'm gonna do the bracket again, y equals to 3y squared. So I'm using this second equation because I told you guys that we're not going back to the first equation. So obviously we need to use the second equation because we can't use the third equation because this is the one that we formed. Okay, so that means that where there is x, remember I just said that my x is equals to y minus 6. So that means that where there is x, you need to substitute y minus 6. Simple as that. So let's just do that. So I'm just gonna say y. Oh my god, what an ugly y. So I'm just gonna say y minus 6, y minus 6. You see, simple as that. I've just substituted. So now I'm going to simplify. I'm gonna simplify my thingies, and then it's just simple as that. The only trick that you guys need to know is finding the third equation. That is the most important part, because if you know the simplest way to find the third equation, girl, no, there are also boys. I don't want to exclude boys and girls and boys. Let me just say, friends, you're done. Okay, so let's just simplify this. I don't know why, but I prefer using black. I tried using purple, but it's not working. So yeah, remember this part is grade 10's part, distributive law. So let's just do that. By the way, I am not going to do the long method. I'm going to just make it short because I don't want to make this video too long, because I took time explaining. But I feel like it's better to explain so that you guys could understand and be able to attempt other questions rather than cramming. Oh, less talking, more working. Anyways, I'm just going to do this quickly. I have a simple method of doing it, but I just want to firstly confirm, and then I'll show you guys maybe on another video, make a video specifically for that. So just give me a few minutes. I'm coming. Boom. The magic. So I want us to talk about this part. I want us to specifically look at this part, and this is really important because this is where most learners lose marks. Okay, and you don't want to lose marks unnecessarily. So when we have something like this, we have a bracket, we have a number, a bracket, and then we are followed up by a variable. Make sure you just tune up the coefficient or the number with the variable. Okay, how so? You're going to take this 2. I have this 2, and then I'm gonna take this y, I'm just gonna make them together, and then I'm just gonna write my bracket. Simple as that. So that makes it simple when you are multiplying. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that, but I'm just going to write the answer. So it's going to be 2y squared minus 12y. So let's just write the answer. Yeah, so it's just gonna be 2y squared minus 12y. It's equals to 3y squared. So what I'm going to do now is to group the like terms. It's just grade 10 stuff, guys. It's grade 10 stuff. So let's just simplify this. Yeah, guys, like I'm using a bad thing to make sure that my tablet is in the right state, and then it's bad. It's really bad. So let's just quickly do that because my arm hurts. I'm holding my tablet. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to group the like terms. It's going to be, oh my gosh, understand, I'm still a new YouTuber. So it's going to be y squared plus 2y squared. So that means that the y squared community, we're done with that. So I'm going to move to the y community. So it's going to be minus 12y minus 12y. Then we're done with the y community, and then we're going to move to the one without a coefficient. So it's going to be plus without a variable plus 36 is equals to 3y squared. So remember, we have this 3y squared, and it belongs to the y squared community. We need to take here there, okay? So it's going to be y squared plus 2y squared minus, so remember here is positive, and when it jumps the equal sign, it changes the sign, minus 3y squared minus, I'm just gonna copy the rest, minus 12y plus 36 is equals to 0. So it's gonna be 0 because we are left with nothing in the side. Okay, so what is y squared plus 2y squared minus 3y squared? So it goes to 0. So, oh my god, the y squared family is gone. Oh my god. Okay, so the y squared family is gone because it's going to be 3y squared minus 3y squared, and that means that it's equals to 0. So that's why I'm saying that the y family is gone. So rest in peace to the y squared. Oh my god, my phone is 5%. My tablet is, oh my. Breathe in, breathe. I'm coming. Guys, nothing is going to stop me from making this video. Yo. Okay, so let's just work on this one. So that means that I'm going to kill this, the dad. So I'm just left with negative 12y minus 12y, which is equals to negative 24y plus 36. It's equals to 0. So I'm just gonna take this 36 to this side. So it's gonna be negative 24y. It's equals to negative 36, and then I'm gonna divide by negative 24 in both sides. Remember, in maths, when we are dealing with equations, what you do on the left hand side, we also do it on the right hand side. So that means that they're gonna die together. Y equals 2, and I'm gonna use my calculator. I'm not a mathematician, by the way, because you will not be seeing. Oh, you're seeing it. So it's gonna be negative 36 divided by negative 24, and then the answer is 3/2. So my y is equals to 3/2. So now we are not done. We're not done. I'm sorry for making this thing long, guys. I know you most learners. I am a learner too, so I can relate to most things. So most learners hate long videos, but I just want to make it fun, so that's why it's so long. Okay, let's just find y. So now we're going to look for y, and we're going to find the value for y because we are done with. No, we're going to look for the value of x. Man, what's happening? It's so demure. So cutesy. So now we're going to look at the value of, we're going to find the value of x. Okay. So we are done with the second equation. Remember, we used the second equation to find the value of y. So I'm just going to take it, and that means that we're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to, obviously, which equation is left? The third equation. I made it. I made the third equation. So that means that I'm going to use my third equation to find the value of x. And it's going to be simple. I'm going to show you guys. So let's just write that down. Let's just write the third equation. X is equals to, oh, I forgot it. Don't come for me. I forgot it. X equals to y minus 6. It equals to y minus 6. So where there is y, I'm going to substitute the value of y because I've already found the value of y. Easy, simple as that. So it's equals to 3/2 minus 6, in which I'm going to use a calculator. And oh, I just sounded like a British. A calculator. It's guys, it's a calculator. Remote South Africa. So it's a calculator. So the answer is negative 9/2. I hope you got negative 9/2. So that's the value of x, negative 9/2. So this one, guys, it is a low order part of simultaneous equation. The reason why I didn't go for the complex one is just that I want you guys to understand the most important part, which is finding the third equation. So now we'll go in the next video on, is it on or in? Yeah, I'm going to make sure that I make the one which is suitable for grade 11. So, with all that being said, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Bye for now. From the Teen Tutor to you. Wishing you guys all the best. Bye.